it's Jenny. Welcome back to my channel. We are back with more holiday DIY projects. I know that some of you guys probably put out your Christmas tree already, but for those that haven't and put out like a Christmas skirt or like a Christmas collar, this is the video for you to make your own DIY Christmas tree collar. A lot of materials from the Dollar Tree. Kind of excited I'm gonna attempt this project. Hopefully it turns out nice and you guys try something like this out yourselves. So let's go ahead and get started with the video. Let's go. To start the Christmas tree collar, you're gonna need these buckets, about 3 of them. I got mine from the Dollar Tree. Wooden dowels, about 6 inches long, and I think the width is like 1/4 inch. I got this off of Amazon. It comes in a count of 200. You definitely don't need that many. The Dollar Tree might be a little bit cheaper if you're not gonna buy that much. And then you're gonna need a nautical rope and some jute cords. I know it's all tangled up. So what we're gonna do is start cutting off your handles. And I think this material is thin enough where you could just use some strong scissors and cut it off. Just gonna go ahead and snip it to the top as possible. We got our handles off. I think 2 buckets would be enough. If you have like a smaller tree bottom, then you probably don't have to get 3 of these, but I think my tree is 7.5 feet. Bottom looks kind of big. That's why I just got 3 just in case. What we're gonna wanna do is cut a line the middle, anywhere, because we're gonna remove this part right here. Oh, I cracked it. Let's see if I can use my box cutter and cut this down. You guys can see. So I have my box cutter. I'm gonna try to see if I can cut it down. Oh my god, that's harder. Oh my god, that's so dangerous. It's not the straightest line, but it's okay because we're gonna hide it with the nautical rope at the end anyways. Yeah, I don't think a box cutter will cut through this. Use a scissor, cutting it all around like that. We're gonna go ahead and do it to the other 2 buckets and then we'll go from there. Okay, so off camera, I tried all of them together, all 3, and it's way too big. So I would say that you could definitely still get away with 2 if you are having a bigger tree, like 7.5 feet. Like, as you can see, like I cut part of it off, trying to see if, you know, it would work with maybe like 2.5. Next step is to work on the wooden dowels, and we're gonna glue that right onto this piece of the bucket, and then you're gonna glue it onto the rest. I'm gonna start off with this much, and we'll see if we need more. So what you're gonna do is glue these wooden dowels up to here, to the second line of the bucket. That's about maybe like 1.5 inches down. This is how high your collar is going to be from this tip to the bottom. The height is about like 12 inches. Make a line straight up, and then take my wooden dowel and just glue it right on. Don't worry if the glue is showing because you're gonna cover it anyways. Cool, so you're gonna do that all around the bucket, okay? 1/2 inch in between each wooden dowel. Like that. Kind of messed up right there. That one's a little bit too far. Should I mark it? If you wanna be like perfect, then maybe you can mark it. So I finished with this one as well as the other piece. I did attach the other bucket to each other, so that's why this piece is longer than that one. But in total, I used about 72 wooden dowels. If you want to get the one from the Dollar Tree, they do sell it there. I think they only sell it in a pack of 12. This one's super crooked. Look at this. Oh, please don't crack. Please don't crack on me. No, but it's pretty stable. Now you guys know that it's pretty sturdy. I'm just gonna glue that one back on. Straighter this time, I hope. So now we're gonna work on attaching it to the rest of it. So I cut too much. Let me show you guys, oh my god. That's why you see me patching it up. But this would be about 1.5, and then the other one, so it makes it 2.5. Trying to get you to see, I wanna glue that down just like that. We're gonna use our extra piece and we're just gonna cut 1/2 inch long, about yay big. I'm gonna take that and this and try to glue it together. It's quite thin, so it's gonna be hard for you to, you know, kind of get it on the side. So what I did was I glued that piece onto this side first and then this one, and then glue it right on top of that bottom piece. So much better. Putting on these wooden dowels after we put on these pieces would have been a smarter idea. Okay, so I came to the conclusion that we definitely only need 2 buckets for this tree collar because 3 or 2.5 is just way too big. So now we just have to glue the last piece together. Okay. See how big this tree collar is? It's huge. Now that we got the base down, it's so close to each other, I'm gonna have to remove this and re-glue that. It looks a little janky now, I get it, okay? But I promise that it's gonna look cute because if this video never gets to you, it's probably because it didn't turn out nice. And grab our jute cord. This one's pretty thick. I got it off of Amazon. I'm gonna go ahead and start covering this onto the bucket so we can cover all this ish right here. So you're gonna pick your ugliest side because that's gonna be like the back. So I know I look a lot different than I did on my last clip that you probably saw, but I have to explain. This is where we're at currently with our Christmas tree collar. So big, I didn't realize I'm going to use a lot more hot glue, a lot more nautical rope and jute cord than I thought I was going to. I think it's just really big. Unfortunately, when I went to the Dollar Tree multiple times, multiple occasions, I wasn't able to find any more of this nautical rope. I did run out. I went online and I purchased it and it's finally here. So that's why we're continuing this video. It's a lot later than I thought it would be. So I'm so sorry. Maybe you guys can save this project for next year's Christmas. I don't know. Hopefully this comes out before Christmas. I'm already at like the edge like of where there's no more of the plastic part. We're just gonna cover the rest up. We're gonna start weaving it in and out of the wooden dowels. It's gonna look really cute. We got our nautical rope right here and we got our hot glue. I'm gonna see where I ended. I didn't have any clips of me doing this part, but literally I was just doing what we did in the beginning, just gluing and twisting around. Put on a movie or like a show that you can binge while doing this because it took me a couple of episodes of Bridgerton. It's pretty interesting. Okay. So now that we're done with gluing all around this collar and covering up all the plastic, it's time to work where the wooden dowels are. So you're gonna take your nautical rope and just unravel all 3 strands. Say this is about 10 feet. I think that's how much we're gonna need, but I could be wrong. So you're gonna take one of the ones that you just unraveled and where your backing is, which was where like, you know, all your ends are. Make it look nice on the front and the back is pretty much hidden. So you're gonna take this end, put a little bit of glue, ugly side right here. You're going to just glue that onto the inside. And then you're gonna start weaving in and out. So this is gonna go on the outside, in and out. This one's gonna go over, in. You see? We did it! We're finally at the end, so we're like at the top now. There's just a little bit that is still showing on the top. I did want to see if I can add another row just on the top, but this time I'm gonna add hot glue. These don't come loose and like start unraveling. We don't want that. We spent so much time on this and we do not want that. Like pretty much almost done. I just didn't like how this part is, you know, sticking out too much. So when I was at the Dollar Tree trying to find more of these nautical ropes, I found these pom-poms. Look at them. They're about 3 yards long. I want to put pom-poms around that middle part and then put like another nautical rope around it so it kind of covers up. Ta-da! I have to say this took way too long. I really wished that I did more of this weaving part. It looks like a really nice basket. For the amount that I dropped that tree collar, I'm so glad that it's still together. Like, it's super flimsy, but still secure. Nothing came apart. So yeah, yes. I hope that you guys liked today's video. Please give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. It honestly helps me out a lot. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!